Hey, Shawnee from SpeedCubeReview.com. So I want to talk about some questions I get. I get a lot of people who write me on Facebook and through just YouTube asking questions, and I get a lot of the same ones. So I want to talk about some of those. Now, before I go any farther, I love when people ask me questions and write me. So don't feel like I'm upset about it. I just want to address some of the common questions I get. One of them that I get probably most often is what cube is best for my time. So someone will say, I average 40 seconds. What cube is best for me? Any cube. Now, I'll admit some of them that are really fast. Like I remember when I started, I got a Fangshi Shuangren. It felt crazy. It was hard to control, and I used one that was more controllable till I felt more comfortable with it. But really, if I just practiced with it, it would have been fine. So there's not really a specific cube for your time. I hear a lot of people say things like the Tanglong is too slow for people who are really fast. But Keaton Ellis pretty much broke the world record with the Tanglong. So there's no cube for your time. It's what you prefer. Often I will suggest something like a Tanglong because it can be quite controllable, but there's no best. Another thing I get is sort of on the same lines, what's the best beginner cube? And my answer is the same. If you want to get something like a Guanlong that's cheap, great. You can be sub 10 seconds and use a Guanlong. If you want to get an Aolong because that's what Lucas Edders used, or if you want to get a Gans 356 because that's what Felix uses right now, go for it. I was actually talking recently to a professional skater, and we were talking about how in the retail business, people come in looking for a skateboard, and they want to know what's best, and they want a specific skateboard. And he'll tell them really whatever is great, because if you're starting out, anything's going to work. You can use it. If you want to get the specific skateboard, even though it's not going to be, the best one later on for you, if it's motivating you, if it's making you enjoy it, get it. If you have a cube that you really like, even if you like it because someone else, a professional, famous person uses it, go for it. Because if it's going to motivate you to practice, that's going to be the best thing. So another thing that I always get is how to set up a certain cube. People will say, like, how do I set up a Thunderclap? Or they ask me how I set up a Thunderclap. And I'll tell them, with a Thunderclap, I like to put in a lot more heavy lube, make it controllable. But it's different with every cube for me. Some cubes, I don't like any lube at all. Some I like lighter lubes. Some I'll mix a couple things. Some I just use Maru. I just kind of change it to see what works best for me. And sometimes I'll even change it from there. There's no one way to set up a cube. It's not there's a best way for a specific cube and a wrong way for another cube. It's whatever works for you. If you want it faster, if you want it more controllable, that's up to you. And I can't tell you how you're going to like the cube. I've gotten cubes pre-set up from people, and I've never liked them. It's not that they're bad, it's just not what I want. Finally, one other thing as far as cube comparisons, I get people asking me, how does a specific cube compare to a Weilong GTS? Or I had recently someone ask what the Kung Fu 3x3 compares to a Yushao. And they don't. They're different cubes. You could be a world record setter with any of those. So it's not that how it compares, one is better, but they compare by one is kind of more flexible, one's a little more scratchy, one's smoother, and there's so many cubes and there's so many variables between flexible, smoothness, controllability, how it feels, if it's bubbly or flat. There's so many variables that it's hard to say how they compare from one to the other. I could do my best shot doing it, but they don't really compare at all. They're just different flavors of the same thing. Those are kind of most of the questions I get. I get a lot of people asking me to check out their YouTube channel and see how it is. I did a whole video on YouTube making a channel because of this. And the biggest thing there is have fun. A lot of people are starting channels. I started a channel because there's a lot of people starting channels. Have fun doing it. I can't tell you what videos to make. I've gotten people ask me what videos they should make, and I can't tell you to do that because make what you're interested in. If you don't know what to make a video on, don't make a video. If you think of something, go for it. If you want to make videos just for the heck of it, do that too. But I guess in the long run, with the answering these questions, there's no simple answer for any of them, and no simple answer for what to make a channel popular, or what cube is great. It's a lot of personal preference, and I try to sift through all of that to make it work. But it's really a lot of personal preference and a lot of just doing what's fun. So this is kind of a little rant, a little ramble. I'm just recording it just because I've been thinking about it. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. I want to know what you think, or maybe questions you have that I did not answer that you think are general ones that have an easy answer to it. Hit like and subscribe for more content like this in the future. And as always, stop by speedqbreview.com for more news and reviews.